All right, let's do another one. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Penguin Academy game analysis of the Team England Virtual Grand Tour. This time representing Team England, we have Gegster, the NAFC winner himself, with his Dwarves, which he won NAFC with. And representing Tactics and Theatrics, we have Meth Spores. I'll be honest with you, not to insult the man, but I've never heard of him, and I looked him up on Fumble. He's played like 20 games, and he's lost 15 of them.
Well, right, I can tell you that he is not a he, it's a she.
Okay. So my apologies.
It's Torquemada's girlfriend or wife or whatever.
Okay, right. Well, then she has played 20 games on Fumble and has lost 15 of them. So I'm assuming that she just said yes to play this game and is not like a top-level Blood Bowl player, so I won't be expecting top-level play.
Yeah.
Very sunny. And who won the kickoff? And Gegster won the kickoff and chose to kick. Okay. Bit odd. So the problem here is I just Daka, right? There's high elves against dwarves. Like... Oh wait, doing all. Oh, my bad. Sorry. It's not. He's chosen to receive, and his fucking team name is a team name that looks like it's the high elves. As Duranor Lions.
Yeah.
That's a high elf name. So yeah, never mind. He's chosen to receive. So there's no problem. That's exactly what I would have done if I was the dwarves, chosen to receive. So he's just got a weird name that confused me. Right. And I mean, immediately that's a fucking weird setup for the high elves, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's just put a hat on her LOS.
Yes.
That's nothing. I have no idea what that is at all. So let's see how the dwarves set up. Not well. Again, why? Like, I will never get over it. Just why? Why, for the love of God, doesn't the game just automatically give a blitz to everyone who sets up like a spod?
Yeah. There's no reason and there's no excuse. Like, it's not being dickish, is it? You take the rookie one out, you put him out, you put the other guard out there, you put that guy on the line, you put that guy out by one, and it's totally safe. Why is it not totally safe?
It's absolutely crazy that this is not an anti-blitz setup. There's just no reason. It should be automatic. Like, you should just do it automatically every single game. It should be automatic. You don't even think about it. You move one or two players around depending on if your opponent is spread wide or has, like, strength 4 to blitz it. You can adjust slightly, but like, this is nonsense.
Yeah.
I just don't even understand the thinking is the thing. Like, I just don't get it.
No, I mean, there isn't thinking there. Like, that's the only explanation. Because, like, if you thought about this, you wouldn't do it.
No.
So it's just put them somewhere, isn't it?
It's not even symmetrical, so it's just nothing.
Yeah. Well, he's thought about Mighty Blow hitting, like, to the right, isn't he? And then the other Mighty Blow hits the right, and then he blitzes with a Slayer. That's what he's thought about. But, yeah, he hasn't thought about the rest or, like, protecting against a blitz at all, which is mad. Guy who won NFC just didn't think about it. Versus elves, who he knows he's got a big coach advantage against.
Yes, that's
so he knows it's even worse.
That's the biggest thing, right? If now you told me who this is, like, and like I said, I already checked the record. You know that all you have to do is just play a normal game of Blood Bowl and you'll win this, right? Yeah. And so, like, we've talked about it before. If you know, like, whether you're the favorite or not, the favorite plays safe and the underdog takes risks. Why the fuck are you the one taking risks immediately in the first turn? Because that's what that is. It's just taking the risk that you don't get blitzed on.
Yeah.
For no reward. Literally zero reward.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
Kaz with no Mighty Blow. Not the best start for the High Elves and their Armour 8, just immediately losing 2 players on the LOS. I suspect this is not going to be a great game for Miss Meth Spores. I would like to point out that was 1 dice away. These two are doing nothing. The ball is on the left-hand side. They could have moved over here. This one could have moved up to be a better screen.
Yeah.
Could have quad skulled there, and then all of these elves just flood that way.
Yeah.
And your ball isn't just not going to be safe then the following turn. The best you can do is pick it up, right?
Yeah.
So, again.
Yeah, you're looking at a loss. Yeah, you're looking at a loss on a quad there. And it's only okay, it's a 1 in 1296, but, you know, as you always say, if they don't do it with a block guy, they'll do it with a non-block guy
Yes,
as well.
they'll I mean, they won't set up for a blitz. They just won't care that bad things can happen. That's just what they do. They just don't care that bad things can happen. And as you can see immediately afterwards, like, he moved him up to be a better screen.
Yeah.
Like, immediately afterwards. It's like, yeah, shocking. You could have done that first, but no, you didn't.
Yeah.
So, I would also, by the way, have cared, like, with this thing that you're picking up on a sideline. And I would have tried to make dice to force him to actually, you know, do something. Because if that ball goes out and comes in, it's not going to be up here. But it could be here or over here. And imagine if he dropped that ball in there and it went over here, and you've just left these two just runs around the outside.
Yeah.
Not okay. Didn't even move this guy. It's just pressed enter, and it's like, I don't even know what to do with this guy. I'm just going to leave him there.
Fuck it. I mean, he has to be better, like up, like northeast, right? Like he just has to be better there.
Yeah,
there's no doubt that's just absolutely 1,000,000% better. And just,
or there just to protect the guard from getting too diced.
Oh yeah, like anywhere, but like
anywhere better.
Definitely one up. Yeah, definitely.
Just where he is just nothing, and so he's like, yeah, whatever, this will do.
Yeah.
Who cares? Well, your teammates probably.
They probably should.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it does struggle with a counter surf, but still, probably can be protected, especially now as you're just not protecting them at all and just running them around.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is. Oh no, I would keep the ball out of range and go for this surf.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
I just run the ball in this way, because then I'm going that way next turn towards where my players are going, because I'm going to have to cage the counter surf options.
Yeah.
But never mind, we don't want to get rid of a blodger. We're just going to come and stand over here. And we're not going to blitz with Mighty Blow either.
Yeah. We're rushing with this guard guy, I take it.
Who knows?
No, I know we're not.
No,
I already knew we weren't.
Yeah. and of course, we've got the only Armor 8 player just randomly exposed for no reason at all. This is what I mean. Like, this is like, you can't look at like, oh, he won NAFC, he must be amazing, and then watch this game and have the same, like, I would just assume it was a different person. Like, I just wouldn't believe you. And this is the argument I've had with PC like 3 times now. It's like, oh, I would make these players like the some of the best players who've ever played the game. I'm like, have you actually watched them play a game, like, ever?
Yeah.
Like, would they, like, has age riddled them or something? Like, I'm sure they're all like 40, not like 70, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 40 odd, like 45.
It's not the same as me in Call of Duty. Plus. Like, he hasn't lost his like fast twitch fibers and can't protect his troll slayer anymore.
Eyesight's gone, so they don't know which one's the slayer, which one's the lineman.
The soulless ginger is the guy you want to protect, mate. Just as a hint for you. Christ. It's so odd. He literally had the entire choice. There was no pressure from the elves or anything. Had the entire choice of what to do. Fair enough, didn't want to do the rushes to surf. It's not the worst thing in the world. I would have, but then maybe I wouldn't want if I knew who my opponent was, and maybe I wouldn't have done, right? But I certainly
Yeah.
wouldn't have then just hung my Slayer out to get 2 diced in the dick for no
No.
reason at all. Literally the only guy on your entire team you're trying to protect.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And we're not blitzing the Slayer. We're just standing vaguely near the Slayer.
So to be fair, I don't hate this, right? Because you've got the wrestle down there, so you want to get the wrestle up and active. Okay, well, hasn't blitzed the wrestle. Like, I don't hate blitzing with the wrestler just to get the wrestle up and active again. You don't want to dodge away, do you? Even though it's a 2+. I'd rather just blitz with the wrestler. Personally. I mean, well, I wouldn't have been in that situation, but if I was in that situation, if somebody had picked up my team and put them in random squares, and that's where they were, and I had to play.
Yeah. Someone just posted a picture of this in like the 145 club and said, "What were you done on this turn?" Then like fair enough, and I'll say, but like that's the thing, isn't it? Like there were like probably 4 or 5 different things you could have done there, like that had some kind of like decent reward or whatever, and had reasons behind it, and none of them were that. Just a random blitz against an unskilled dwarf.
Yeah.
The one guy on the basically there's 3 guys on there that you don't care about if they die, and you blitzed one of them. Like and you accidentally could have picked the right dwarf to blitz more often than the wrong one, and you've purposefully chosen the wrong one.
Oh dear. We could have surfed the Dodger one there.
Yeah. With the player who just moved.
Very spicy. It would have taken like your whole team, but it would have been funny.
Yeah. I mean, again, like the other thing, you could have caged above to protect the counter surf of whoever was going in the square. Like you could have done it, or you could even have like done it by blitzing these 2.
Yes, I would have blitzed the blocker.
Yeah,
I would have blitzed the blocker and then chained him forward. Yeah, well back.
Just for fun. I mean, to be fair, if you were playing someone who doesn't play a lot, you could. That's the kind of thing I would do, like in ladder or whatever, or on stream. I'd be like, "This will be funny. Let's do this."
Yeah,
and then immediately roll like a 1 in 9 when I'm blitzing the block, and be annoyed that I've stood a player on the sideline.
Oh shit! I've used all of my players to do absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, that's exactly what would have.
Yep. Once again,
this is not sensible.
Once again, Slayer just up as a cage corner for no real reason.
But at least he's got guard inside the
on this one,
inside the Venga bus. Inside the Venga bus, where it doesn't matter. The whole point of the.
I wonder if these 2 should be the other way around.
Yeah.
But obviously not, because this is the NAFC champion.
There you go.
Wrong square for him. But we have based the ball.
Well, hey.
Brought the wrong elves for this. The onions, that's the onions thing. Oh, we're rolling some more dice over here for some reason. And there's an arrow. At this point, I don't think it matters. Like, this is, it's nothing. Yeah. Like, this is, the dwarves aren't playing well, and they're still going to just walk it in on turn 8 because, the high elf player doesn't know what to do against it. Just randomly hitting people, and, I mean, this is wrong. I mean, doing his best to just not have that be true.
Yeah, that's not great, is it? But again, like it's going to be hard to like pay attention now, isn't it? Like this is a thing. Like it shouldn't be, but it is, isn't it? Like when you get games like this, you just start, your mind wanders, and
my mind wanders when I'm playing Elyod. Never mind Meth Sports.
Yeah.
So I can fully understand. Just like be checking my phone.
Yeah, so maybe he's totally locked in for the NAFC, and this is just a piss
or like 70% of his NAFC opponents were like lawn chairs.
Okay, no, that is the truth. Yeah.
Again, we now know, like, I've been told Meth Sports, but like, you don't follow on to tackle to dodge instead of like just dodging from the non-tackle dwarf. Like,
Yeah.
but this is just apparently just someone who said yes to play this game. Because Tactics and Theatrics have not come up with like a team.
Well, who can say if it's right or wrong?
And now you chose to blitz with the fucking Slayer on a blodger. Well, that's ended well. Right now, I would surf your guard. You better fix that.
Yes.
Okay. Fixed it with a rush.
Yeah. It's still a 1D.
Yeah, you can still make it a 1D, yeah. Wait a minute. You can still just red dice the ball completely for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Completely for free.
Yeah.
It's not a block.
Into a 1D. You can uphill the ball into a 1D afterwards.
What is happening there? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. That's way better chance than she should have had.
Wait, what's happening? Oh no. Okay. Well, that was not the play.
Thing you could have done, yeah. It's actually the single worst thing you could have done, yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, there were like many things that the dwarves left on for absolutely no reason there.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately no reason. There was absolutely no reason for that position to be so garbage.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's bad. So yeah, you can just hit the ball. You can still attempt a surf if you wanted to. There were just so many things that you definitely shouldn't be able to have done. Oh, yeah. Fuck, let's go back and look at how insane this position is. It's so bad. Christ. Oh, that is crap, isn't it? Right. What could you do here? You can get rid of this guard. Then you can block there. Put someone there. And there. And then just 1D the Slayer and just surf his guard for fun. I don't even hate it. You're still all standing here in a line, right? In a way. Like, just you get to surf a guard for a laugh. Like, what that Slayer Blitz was wild. Is hoping you roll a pow. And like, if you don't, you have to like do rushes, and you got a rush. By the way, if that rush failed, it wasn't even. It was just a straight 1D on the ball.
Yeah,
I just realized that. I gotta watch this shit turn again. It's worse than I thought. I was laughing at the Slayer thing and then looking at surfs, and then like didn't realize how bad the ball was.
It wasn't good.
No, I mean, he's already like, risking the quads with the ball completely open. Right there, like, that ball is not in the right position at all. Like, there's no reason for that ball to be there. That ball should be back. You just have a cage, you're completely safe.
Yep.
So now he has to rescue the ball. Right there, that's a 1 in 36 to get in 1 dice on a blockless ball carrier.
Yep. Yeah, just instant.
It's just fucking shit. It's so bad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Napsy winning play. Never seen anything worse.
Oh, that one stood up. Okay, so it wasn't.
Oh, that one stood up. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't as absolutely horrific as I thought it was, but it was still bad.
Oh, yeah, you thought this one could block and then you could come in from underneath.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, so it actually wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought, but it was still not good.
No. I mean, to be fair, that was, you know, a bad 6.
Yeah, if that had worked, it's sick, isn't it, actually?
Yeah, 30% into 1D.
Yeah. Worked for Sol in our game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the play was probably just to put an assist there, block and blitz. Just knock these two down at the front and have a wall of elves still in the way on turn 5.
Yeah.
The play was definitely not to get your blitzer surfed,
Mm.
which was always going to happen unless you rolled a 6.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Really rough.
That was another 1 in 36 to disaster. That reroll that was just a 1 in that was just a 1 in 9 and he rerolled. With that ball was getting 2 diced.
Tisk tisk.
Well, maybe probably block come around. Yeah, you could get a 2 dice on that. You put someone there, pow him, bring him round to tag, and then bring him round to be the assist. Then blitz. So could have done. Yeah, so that was shit. Another 1 in 36 to get him like sacked. Against someone you actively know is not a good player or anything. You're just constantly doing 1 in 36s. As dwarves.
Yeah.
Wait,
Not
what?
good, is it?
Okay, I guess it is just free red dice, but it's still red. Like it's a blockless ball carrier.
Yeah.
You can make
I mean,
this.
it's not a free red. It's not a free
You can,
red
yeah,
dice.
you
It's
can make this.
potentially
You
a
stand up.
2.
They can make that a 2 dice block and follow.
Yeah.
You can 1 dice it. You can't. I don't think you can 2 dice it because
No, yeah, you
but you
can't.
can
But
definitely
you
1
can
dice
power
it.
it.
If you power
You can
this,
power it and then 1
that'd be
dice
the
it,
assist.
yeah.
You can 1 dice it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You got an entire team of fucking dwarves. How have you left that on
Yeah.
against 7 elves?
Yeah. Two of which are miles away. And
Most of which are on the ground.
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah,
Not good, is
that's just terrible.
it?
It is
Terrible.
actively terrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So you stand. So the problem is, I'd want to blitz with him.
Mm.
So a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'd have to do all the 2s. I think you do have to do all the 2s.
I just 1D and hope for a POW.
Maybe.
No, yeah, you could do all the 2s. You could stand up that wrestle, and then the lineman that's far away, you could stand him up, double rush, and then that gives you the assist, and then blitz with a blodger.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You blitz from above that angle because
Yeah.
you can fill this square with him and stand up. That's the
Yeah.
2 dice, and you follow. You put him there. That still leaves that angle to come down and 1 dice there because then you can like knock him out here, and if this scatter here, this catcher can pick it up and fuck off.
Yeah.
Or even if you haven't used the reroll, this guy can pick it up and give it to the catcher, and you win.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There's also that, which is not even an insane bunch. That's like some 2s and then a 4
Yeah.
plus to sack the ball.
Yeah.
Like, how is that on?
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
Like, it's bizarre. Okay.
instead of doing this.
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't matter that she doesn't know that part. It's more the dwarf play that matters, right? It's the
Yes.
dwarf player, is the Team
Yes.
England player. Someone else that he's playing will know how to do that.
Yes. Yes. When they're playing Team France,
Yes.
Team Germany, Team Italy, Team Spain, Team America, then yeah, he's going to lose. And then people will say, "Aha! Look, IELTS are good in this format because they beat this. They beat
Yeah.
the NAF champ."
No. That's that's a rush frenzy.
Yeah, yeah.
One,
And you
two,
could tell
three.
that the deselecting it was thinking, "Oh, can I do this?" And he could have also just moved the guard first, and then he could have hit it like across, couldn't he? It's just really weird. But then I guess he's running out of players. I just don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's playing at.
It's terrible. Like this, the most likely result of this is a push, and then he's doing a rush with the
Yeah,
ball exposed to like this wrestler right here,
yeah.
who's not like has nothing, like nothing. He doesn't even have to dodge.
No. The mighty blow should have blitzed the blocker right at the back, and then that gives you these other guys free to move up, and then you don't need to move forward. It's turn 7, just stay where you are and like consolidate, so you don't just lose.
That's so nuts.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's a push, and then doesn't die on a rush, and it makes a full power into a stun, of course, because it's Blood Bowl.
Why couldn't that have been a dead Slayer?
Yeah, just straight up like murder fuck his own Slayer and get sacked and lose again.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, it's unlikely, isn't it? That's the thing, isn't it? The harsh reality is it's unlikely, and then when it does happen, you say, "That's the dice. Nothing I could have
Yes,
done."
it literally happens 1 in 36 times because he would have re-rolled it, obviously. So like it's 1 in 36 times. It'd been like, and that's what I'm talking about with the small percentages. Like that's why I like long form Blood Bowl. I don't lose to that 1 in 36 times. So in my hundreds of games, I don't do that. so every 36 games, I have a win instead of a loss. So over hundreds of games, I'm better than you. And then you can apply that to all the other times that he did the same thing, and why I'm like 10% better than you.
Yes.
But in an individual game where we play each other, I'm unlikely to be that 1 in 36 fucking game.
Yeah. It is really as simple as that, isn't it?
And yeah, well, there we go. Why not? Just another Randall Kaz with a non-mighty blow dwarf. Another Randall Kaz. Get fucked. What a fun like game this is for Miss Meth Spores. Or Mrs. Meth Spores. I have no idea. You say he was Talk's girlfriend, or
I don't know. I just know that I've deduced that it's something like that.
Okay.
Or he's just really friendly with his sister.
Yeah.
Just a joke. No, I'm sure it's like something like that. Oh, timeout.
And sort of set up for it.
Yeah, sort of.
I mean, at least did this. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could just block this way with these two and free these two as well to come around.
Yeah.
So that'll help. The no rerolls will obviously not help in any way, shape, or form.
No, not the best anti riot defense I've ever seen, right? Because you're not scared of the one turn here,
No.
right? Like
No,
if you've
you
been
are-
playing the game,
Yes,
if you've been playing the previous 7 turns, you're not scared of the one turn. So set up against a riot.
Yes, you got there before me when I was going to do like the whole like, and of course from the dwarf side, the one thing that could go wrong here is the thing that just happened, a timeout. So of course you just set up in rule of go fuck yourself, like whatever that is. I've made a space invader. Look at me, I'm clever. Like it's it's pointless, isn't it? Why that just should be chevrons or even columns. Like either of them is fine.
Yeah.
And with a guard in the middle on the front as well. No, there's not even a guard in the middle on the front to make blocking hard.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any rerolls. Why wouldn't you deny LOS blocks as well?
Yeah.
But no, nothing. Just nothing. That I've not set up against a timeout. I've allowed him to 2 dice everyone. Just whatever. I'm the NAFC winner. Suck a dick.
Suck a dick, nerd.
Very sunny. That 4+ popped up. Not in Chunt's column. Immediately better than most of Team England. No, and then ruined it by dodging instead of taking a block.
Yeah.
And also blocked the wrong player with the wrestler. Just noticed. She blocked that one for no reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh well. So close.
Mm.
Oh. What? Ah.
No.
Oh.
10 in 1 Murloc. Murloc art.
You're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, it's a 2
I mean,
with a reroll.
it's a 1 in 36, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's almost like if this high elf player was good and hadn't also been banged the fuck out, you'd lose this game, NAFC winner Gegster.
Yeah.
And it would only be your own fault. Because you're shitty, non-caring about like kickoff results setup.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough, wasn't it? Really rough.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, this is shit as well. If I'm the high elves, I bang it in and play for the draw.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Man's got to know his limitations.
You've got 7 players. I'm absolutely just 2-turning, yeah?
Yeah. It's not about Meth's balls being bad or anything. It's you've got 7 players.
I would do it, yeah.
You've got a fast team, yeah. You bang it and take the draw. Absolutely. The situation is this is it. You're the underdog, regardless of coaching.
I would absolutely.
Bang it in.
If I was the high elves and Meth spores was the dwarves, I would still 2-turn, yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be the worst kick in the world, isn't it? Fuck you, game.
Oh my god.
Just fuck off. That's ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, the high elves are in the wrong place. Obviously, there should have been someone where that kick went to tag all of these in case of a blitz.
Yes. Yeah.
In fact, you might have caught the ball. It'd been great, and you haven't set up for a 2-turn anyway.
Yeah.
So this is all very bad. I think the best way to do this now is to stick a player here and blitz off, and then just do a 3+ pickup. It's like the best thing you can do, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, you put 2 players there for some reason, but...
Rogers got it.
Yep.
Not terrible at all.
No, that was fine. I mean, that wasn't. There's no need... So this is a thing that like newer players do, isn't it? It's like, I need to go and make like parts of a YouTube cage. You know, like that's not doing anything at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
this is doing less than nothing.
Yeah.
This blodger, I don't know why the blodger vacated the premises. Could have been
Yes.
2 over and would have been quite all right.
So someone needs to be down here, over here, double screen, so you can't even be based, and everything's gold.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be looking at a breakaway here if you're the High Elves, because you should still be playing for the draw.
Yes.
So the dwarves should actively. This actually is a really good example. This is why I keep saying and keep arguing with good players that dwarves are not easy mode, right? Because good players already do the thing that right now the dwarves need to be good at, which is recognizing what the opponent wants to do. And the opponent should want to do a breakaway, which means the dwarves should cover the breakaways.
Yeah.
That's their job right now. If the High Elves break away, you are going to draw. So you everything about this turn should be not allowing a breakaway with either this catcher or this blitzer. No, it's called a YouTube cage as a joke. I got it from Jim, in fact. Because you learn it on YouTube, right? You learn how to cage. It's a funny thing.
Yeah.
And some people then get obsessed with it and do it in their backfield for no reason.
Yeah.
Because they saw it on YouTube. It's the same as we talk about, the killing the skinks is a Reddit thing.
Yes.
Constantly blitzing a skink, even if you haven't got block or whatever, just because kill the skinks and you win.
Yeah, classic Reddit strats.
Yeah. So yeah, the YouTube cage is just a standard X cage. And the problem is, if there's not a single person who can reach the back of the cage, the 2 players behind the cage are completely wasted and should be somewhere else.
Yep.
Burns a reroll immediately on that rush. Somehow ended up with a rush. So you could. This is kind of on as a breakaway with this blodger over to the right. You got enough. You have to roll a bunch of 2s. I reckon you could get over here. So the blitz is this card that frees up the blodger to come round. And then this guy can tag the mighty blow. And then these 2 are free to come over here as well. And you kind of end up over here. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's on, which allows the possibility of a better breakaway next turn.
Yeah, it's hard, but I'd try and do something a little bit
just
different.
Run back.
Yeah, I'd try and just push forward, block the Garda, blitz the mighty blow, block the other Garda, and just try and get something there with maybe something else through, maybe dodge the wrestler away or something, and try and
more 2s to do all of that, though, isn't it? You've got to put an assist in to block the Garda. You got to roll a POW. Whereas if you blitz the Garda, he's going this way.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty.
You can go around him. Yeah.
I think that's what I'd do.
But again, it shouldn't be on. It shouldn't be on. This guy's not really doing much, is he? I would have this guy covering the right hand side. You've covered the left hand side pretty heavily. He's not going that way. So this guy would be better off being over here somewhere in one of these squares.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, she is going that way. But in general, you wouldn't think they would go that way. Oh wait, no, we're not. We're just fucking the fuck off. Nope.
Yeah, this has got some merit to it.
I mean, if you were going to do that, you just blitz with the ball carrier there and just then go backwards.
Yes.
You still have enough room to be out of range.
Yeah.
Not in the right square again. Doesn't matter. Stunned. Good old Blood Bowl.
Yeah, that's the instant one. Yeah.
Pretty shit. Both dodges failing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real tough situation.
But this is there's still a possible runaway, isn't it? Got to be careful about it.
Yep.
I mean, Gegster won't be, but he should be. Oh, all you do is just stun and remove everyone, and then it works out all right.
Yeah.
Actually, is that a thrower? Huh, that's interesting. Okay, hang on. That is definitely now a possible. There's only two dwarves on the left.
Yeah.
So we're blitzing with him. Then are we dodging back around or something? What are we doing? Why are we blitzing with him? I mean, we could have blocked with him and then blitzed with him, brought him down, and then just ran over here and done a couple of rushes, being over here
Yeah.
behind like a screen. Then the dwarves all have to like scramble back this way
Yeah.
because
Could have also dodged out the
this
Lionel
guy can
first.
dodge out, yeah, to be down here and be
Yeah.
next to the
Yeah.
screen.
He wants to dodge out
Dodge now,
first. So
yeah,
that,
because this guy
yeah.
could be a push.
Yeah.
It's not, so that'll be helpful. Oh, and a stun. Not a failure. Oh no, we're going the wrong way. God, that was a whistle. Yeah, the ball needed to come down this turn. And we failed that dodge, and we dodged away, so that wasn't, that wasn't the right play. But again, we're talking more about what the dwarves leave on there. Like, if that was a block and it was a POW into a stun, like, this could be the blitz, and if it's another POW, you come round, like, and stand on the outside, so both of these are tagged. This guy has dodged out already to come down and be a screen, and then the ball is now over here, and behind a screen of elves. You can even then 3-2 out with this one. Come this way. He has to care about that. Like if you make those dice, you got to care about this wrestler with at least probably two of your dwarves, and then the others have to come back. Like this guy's useless. Like you have to come back this way and get in front again. And this guy's like essentially in a pinch movement 10, right? Like that's pretty annoying for the dwarves if he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Failing every single dodge doesn't help either. Literally 4 failed dodges out of like 5. I mean, Gegster's being very lucky here.
Yeah.
Not great. That helps. That helps. Not a lot, because you're just standing there, but, you know, it helps. Unfortunate.
Diabolical.
I mean, if Mepspores didn't have 6 fucking removed high elves, this would actually be a problem, right? Still, even now.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like this is not an insult to Mepspores. If she hasn't played that many games, you don't expect it to be good. Gegster should be ashamed that this almost went this wrong. Like this is really shit.
Yeah. But, maybe just didn't care.
That's shit as well.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but, it's just, fuck it, just dig around and wait for it to end.
Which would make more sense if, of course, I hadn't seen all of the other games. You notice I'm not saying, oh, this is not like Gegster's normal level of play. Like I do with PC, where I've seen play like 50 games or whatever. I've watched PC stream and I've watched him play in the cup. Like I can say though, he hasn't got his form lately. He's better than this usually. I've seen the last 5 games that Gegster's played. This is not unusual. Oh no, that was not right. You just marked the guard for no reason.
Yeah.
Did double pow him though.
Yeah. Imagine if the catcher hadn't moved and just picked it up and gave it to the blitzer who ran away.
Yeah.
And just got a draw. Mad with like 3 or 4 L's.
Still a 1 in 9, by the way.
Yeah.
To a draw. Yeah, honestly, that's what makes it worse. Like, this is a massive dice in. Like, that's an insane amount of removals, even to 3 Mighty Blow. That's 7 removals on Armor 8. Well, 1 of the 7 is Armor 7. And it's the Blodger.
Yeah. And, like, the plays, to be fair, the plays haven't helped the
High Elves? No. I mean... No.
Didn't have to do the second rush there, right? Should have just done the first rush and then stayed.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Did the right play, to be fair.
Yeah, did the right play. Got him.
Didn't choose the board down, interestingly.
Yeah.
Like, board down would have been interesting because you're close at the end zone and you might get just catch it on a dwarf.
This is actually still another... You've got to pick it up now. Actually, you haven't just got to pick it up because you haven't got a reroll and this guy's not in scoring range. And wait, did he get stunned? He got stunned.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is scoring here?
The blitzer. There's a blitzer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 3-2 with no reroll.
Yeah. Yep.
When you've banged out 7 elves.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. Like you should be ashamed that you won that match. Like I would just hang my head in shame about that match. I was appalling. I was all kinds of bad. Honestly, good job at making it like a thing, Mefspores. Like many things you did wrong, like obviously, but expected when you don't play as many games as everyone else. The fact that you almost drew that game and possibly could have won that game if you knew a little bit more is just ridiculous. Being able to beat essentially the national champion of England with like fucking 6 elves is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see if it is just like not caring when we watch him play the next games. When he's playing like someone good, and see if he steps his game up. Right. See you next time. That was fucking garbage. That was straight up garbage. Like again, like if that's all I need to know about like tabletop is that. Two
Wasn't good, was it?
both dwarf games this round. Like I said, like the last dwarf game was so bad that PC was like, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's just fucking weird, man. Fuck me. Amazing Team England representation at NFC. Look what we won. This guy. What's that thing about with the races? They also, with agreement from the cat, have submitted less than half of their race choices, with the rest to be confirmed after the draw.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they thought like maybe they were like mega competitive and thought England will counter pick us, so we'll try and counter pick them or whatever. I don't really understand.
Then why even do half?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
So
do
that they'd
none.
not cheat.
Just don't tell anyone the races. Well, tell
Just get
someone, tell some independent person the races
yeah,
for both
yeah.
sides.
That's the thing, right? Just get yeah, exactly. That seemed the obvious thing. Just get them all, send them all to me, and then, and then I'll look after them,
Yeah.
and then do the thing. It doesn't seem difficult, does it? But yeah, well, yeah. I didn't really get that. I imagine it's some kind of thing of them thinking you don't want them to, like how the Necro had switched to two, how Arthurian switched to two wolves when he got two orcs was pretty funny, wasn't it? So maybe they saw that and thought, "Fuck this guy." I don't know. Like it didn't seem worth it to me to
No.
care too much about that. But
Chiagan has picked Rats, which is sad. He's one of their better players.
yeah,
Although maybe like he'll do the nippy thing and just have a sidestep gutter and a juggernaut roger and just lean in on the one turn. So you have to either bang him out completely or just play for a draw because he's going to one turn you.
yeah,
Even
yeah. I
even
feel
even
like
with like the nerf to Rats, they can still one turn really easily.
yeah, I feel like that's what your worst player should be doing. Like who can learn to one turn.
Yes, yeah.
Not one of your best.
But there's a bunch of, like, I know Backy is, I know Candlejack is, I know Junior 84 is, I know Stim is, and I know Arioso is. So, like, at least that's like, half their team I recognize the name of.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
These are the games that I'm
Scotland.
most looking forward to because now I get to see what the standard of tabletop in other countries is like.
Yeah, yeah. Scotland. How has Scotland been? You've watched a few of their games so far,
Not
haven't
great.
you? Not great.
No, or Team
Yeah,
Wales.
that's
Or
what
Team
I
Ireland. And I
thought.
didn't even do any of theirs. I just watched a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected great things for them. No
No.
offense, like
I
it's
mean, Team
they're
Scotland's even worse because McNugget's not even in the team.
yeah,
He's probably their one of their top two players,
yeah.
and he's not in the team because he's promised a friend he'd be in his European team with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
So
thing. It's like just population-wise, it's not insulting. Is
yeah,
it?
no,
Like you
it's
would
not.
never expect.
No, there's 2 million
Never
people in
expect.
Wales compared to like fucking what is there, 60 million people in England.
Yeah, yeah. So
We
you
have
wouldn't.
30 times less people. I
Yeah,
think it's
you
okay. We have
wouldn't.
a worse Blood Bowl team.
Yeah, you would never expect them to compete with England. Yeah.
And we would have an even worse Blood Bowl team if we hadn't stolen one of the better English players.
Yes. 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 That is funny, isn't it? Yeah. Funny enough, saying that, did none of the good Blood Bowl three? Yeah, one of the best ones is playing for Wales instead of England.
Yeah. So they do, but they're all spread out, and some of us don't. Obviously, a bunch don't, because it is very annoying to go and play tabletop. Right? You have to buy a team, you have to paint a team, you have to spend money, you have to go travel. Like it's whereas you can just play online by just sitting in your pajamas. Don't have to do anything. I'm sitting in my pajamas right now. I don't have to paint any miniatures. I don't have to get on a bus. I don't have to go and smell tabletoppers. I can play what to me is quite clearly the superior form of Blood Bowl, which is the online version where nobody has takey backsies, and everything is like guaranteed to be correct. Like no one's accidentally taking 2 dice blocks or moving a player 1 square too much.
Yeah.
Like everything's like refereed on purpose.
Yeah.
So I'm playing the superior form of Blood Bowl in my pajamas. So yeah, big win. Like big win in that front. If I have to put up with them.
It's cost you 40 quid forever instead of 40 quid for 3 games. Or
didn't cost me anything. I got it free from Nikon.
Well,
Yeah.
over the course of Blood Bowl 2 and Blood Bowl 3 and all of the electricity,
Yeah.
It's cost you £40 there.
Yeah.
Instead of £40 for your ticket and then £100 for your accommodation and then 100 quid for your travel, and it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
And obviously when you're there, because obviously you want to pretend that it's like a social environment, you got to go and like have food and have some beers.
Yeah.
And then you buy in whatever that, like normally these things, if they're not in a scout hut in bumfuck like Norfolk, if they're in like a big place like the NFC or whatever, you got to buy like your £2.50 pasties.
Yeah.
From the one place that sells food there.
Yeah. Yeah,
like absolutely. The reason I know that is because I've done wargaming shows for like the last 20 years. That's exactly what happens. Like the biggest show of the year is in London at the Excel, and like all of the places that sell food in the Excel itself are like ridiculous prices. So most of us end up like the morning of, before the show opens at like 7 a.m, going to like fucking Tesco's and filling up like a bag of pasties and pies and like just eating like that at the show, because anything you buy at the event is fucking ridiculous. £3 coffees and like £3.50 croissants and things. So yeah, like that's why a lot of people, good players, don't play tabletop, and a lot of the best players are just spread out around the world. Like if I named like 20 of the best players in the world, like you wouldn't have more than like 5 from one country.
No.
Even if I tried.
Yeah, and if there was, it'd be Russia who then don't really play in the
yes, Russia not really invited to anything at the moment.
No.
Although apparently someone said that like Malta have sneaked a bunch of Russians onto their team or something. Someone told me that. I don't know how much truth there is in it, but someone said that apparently some Russians have sneaked onto someone else's team. And yeah, Joker, you could spend all of that money and, like PC, rock up to the NFC and just get 2 draws in a row first day, and then that's it. Your tournament's over. You're not winning. Hello, man. Especially bad. You could get like 1 loss as your first game, and it's versus someone who's going to lose every other game.
Yeah.
Because they were just terrible, but happened to roll all the 6s against you.
Yeah.
And so now, not only, even if you get 5-1-0, your strength of schedule's in the toilet because one of your players is going to have like the only 2 points is you. Or for your first game, you play like Calcium, who then just decides to go home.
Yeah, that'd be a bad one. He beats you, then he goes home.
Just goes home.
I played a decent player and he's fucked off. Shit.
Yeah, anything like that could go wrong, couldn't it? Like, and you're just fucked. You have to wait now for like the next month's tournament or whatever.
Yeah, even just drawing somebody who's going to lose all of their games is bad for your strength of schedule straight away. So like, just like if you want to draw somebody who's like 47% but still got a decent NAF rating, what you don't want is just somebody who's got a horrific, someone who's absolutely horrific, because you're still beating them both 90% of the time, but
Yeah.
one of them is killing a strength of schedule.
Yes.
So like that, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think it was. I might have been arguing with Dimmy about it. It's like you don't want good players. You don't want bad players either. You want the slightly above average players,
Yeah,
so that you win, but then they also stand a chance at winning. You don't
yeah,
want the good
exactly.
players because you're just gonna be coin flipping every game if you just get good players all the time. So even though like
Yeah.
if you win, it's great for strength of schedule, but the if you win is the annoying part.
Yes.
You want to have a good chance at winning, but also not too good a chance of winning because that your opponent is just dog shit.
Yeah.
So well done, Amon. I'm glad you. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Won a game, drew a game in your tournament. That's fine.
Yeah.
Some way to go. It wasn't 0-0-4.
Yeah. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
I did like hundreds of games. I was like a 55% coach, barely a coin flip coach,
Yeah.
because I just spammed games like a loon.
An absolute loon.
It was funny. I was telling the thing that they were like, I would just like every other day I'd be in like your Discord complaining like about a dice in, and people were like, this guy's just getting diced every game. Obviously, he's just shit. It's like, no, I've played 12 games since the last time I complained about a dice in. I just not streaming, so you don't know. Like I've played 6 games a day every day. I haven't complained about the last 11 games that I've played. They just happen to have all been in a row.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was just it was the wrong way to get better. Just playing games because I mean at the time I wasn't. I mean I like getting better at things. Obviously I wanted to, but at the time I was ill and I just wanted something to do, so I just played games all day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was not conducive to fast learning. I got a little bit better like every week instead of a lot better every week.
But at least you got there in the end.
Yeah. It didn't take that long. Like probably like 3 months maybe.
But
Instead,
that's like it. That's like 3 years of tabletop,
yeah,
isn't it?
like 3 months was like 500 games or something. It genuinely was like 500 games.
Yeah, which is like a lot of years of tabletop now. Like it's mad, and lots of money as well.
So I can find it. Hang on, where's my Discord? Let me search for this. Yeah, so my first 2 seasons were 55%, and I played 50, 80, about 100 games in the first season that I played, and about 150 in the second season that I played. So my first 250 games were 55%. And then in my third season, I went up to a 64% coach, and that was another 100 games. And then my fifth season, I played 150 games at 69%. Nice.
Nice.
And then my sixth season, I played just over 100 games, and I was at 77%. So there we go. But yeah, like 500 games later, I went from a 55 to a 77% coach.
There you go.
So what the fuck are these people's excuses? And then when Blood Bowl 2 got easier because more good players left, like my seasons were over 80%, like all the time.
Yeah.
Like I had like the Orgamus Black account was basically just straight over 80%, like all of it, the whole account over like 600 games.
There you go. Right, I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'm tired, and It's nearly 4.
It is, yeah.
Right.
Good night, Jim.
Good night.